like, I know Infinite One is always like, you got to make yourself vulnerable if you ever want to become your highest self. Like, you got to lose your image. You got to lose yourself and come to your senses. So it's like, that's basically just telling everything about yourself and not giving a fuck type of shit, because you are more than, you're not even that type of a thing. So I made the video, you know, and all that stuff, and I know I heard that he has recent videos talking about something talking about my sexuality, about me being gay, and it's like he's bashing me based on sexuality, and then a lot of my viewers are like, this nigga's a fucking asshole because he already knew your ass, what your sexuality was before he invited you in, so that like he's making a fucking fool of himself, see, you know, right now type of a thing.
But now he's on some, after he took my information and ran with it, now he's on some, so all you dudes talking about gay people and all this other stuff, he's like big in, dude, every time you says that he's down in something, as soon as you left, this man's logic done flipped tenfold. He
sounds like a fucking madman, like a fucking madman.
Because see, the rule as above, so below, man. It's like you can do so much bad to the point that you actually end up doing good. And it's like sometimes you can be the hero so much in your story that you end up becoming the villain at the end of it, man. How is he gonna bash, you know, gay people and then, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, you saying good things about them, you're building them up 1 minute, and then you fucking bash them. So it's like, was I even supposed to tell the world about myself? Honestly, I really don't give a fuck, because honestly, this is the mental that I have, that I always uphold. In the end of the day, in the next 200 years, is it even gonna matter? In the next 200 years, am I even gonna be here? My grandma said the other day, nigga, what the fuck? You ain't even gonna be here 200 years. I said, exactly. Exactly. So it's like, what the fuck do I care about it now? But it doesn't even matter. None of the stuff that we're talking about, probably even right now, is not even gonna exist 10 years from now, because it's not even gonna be relevant to what the fuck is gonna be going on 10 years from now.
About some deep shit, man. Because you know what's funny? You go through life and you live, because I can already tell you have an old soul, man.
Oh yeah,
it's just obvious.
I've been here too many times, and I'm not coming back again.
You know what's funny? You go through all of this shit, you make all of these bonds, and you connect with all of these people, and guess what's funny? In the end, it's not even gonna matter.
I know. You only have yourself.
There isn't, man, I try to tell y'all, man, there isn't no bunk beds with caskets, man. There is no bunk beds in the casket.
Nope. Not at all.
All of this shit do not mean nothing in the end. But I want to talk to you about some books and stuff. Let's kind of get off about him, because, you know, we're kind of feeding. We're kind of feeding
vampire. You see that vampire done got a lot of energy.
Yeah, exactly. But we already got past the situation, you know. We already got past the situation. So let's talk about deeper consciousness, man. So I wanna bring up a couple of things to you, and I tell this to everybody, you know. Eckhart Tolle, he has this book that I want you to check out. It's called The Power of Now, but he actually has a book that he put out after The Power of Now, and he what he did was he detailed what he meant. He kind of broke down the game on each part of The Power of Now. And one thing he did was he said he came up with this concept called watching the thinker. And what he meant by watching the thinker is sit back and just listen to your mind, because your mind is like a radio station. It's a channel, and your mind is gonna be telling you. You have to make a distinction if you have a positive mind or a negative mind. And
I think we should already fucking know that one already.
Oh yeah, but what he says is look at your mind and don't think about it, because see, your mind is your mind is a really vast tool. See, what your mind does is when somebody says something to you, or you're trying to grasp a concept or things like that. What your mind does, it tries to break it down into little increments so you can begin to understand it. or you can make it synonymous with something that you know already. Like, like I could say, okay, we're gonna get on a roller coaster, and then when we get on the roller coaster, it's like, okay, well, all right, this part of the roller coaster, because it's turning right now, it's not scary just yet because we didn't go down a hill. Just, you see how your mind, it tries to categorizes things so you can understand it.
Yes,
and it makes it relative to certain different things. So what he said is, you want to watch your mind, but don't judge. You want to watch your mind and look at your mind as if it's its own person, because it's going to be telling you something positive or something negative, and you just want to sit back and just watch. You know what I'm saying? And your mind is going to kind of isolate itself, and you're going to look at your mind and you're going to be like, sometimes your mind is going to be like, don't do that. Oh, don't go there. Oh, why you're doing this? Oh, why? You see, your mind has its own personality. A lot of people get their real personality mixed up with their mind. And you want to sit back and you want to observe this, because what happens is it shows you how you're and you're using your mind doing this, by the way, but at the same time it gives you a rubric as to how you think, because your mind has to put itself in a position where it can understand itself. You see what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of meditation does. Your meditation slows down everything. It's calming. It calms the mind. You're not thinking of nothing. You're tapping into what's called stillness. Being still and just, and this is what people don't understand, because your mind it burns itself out. Like being in the city and stuff, what he calls Babylon, and he's taking them out of the city. So, a lot of these people their mind's not cluttered with all of these bills and different things, And what's funny? The people out there in Costa Rica, and I say this all the time, it's different from being an American. Like I said, being American, it's a doozy, man. Sometimes, man, just owning a phone and just being out here working, because, we get up and go to work like everybody else.
Yeah.
But what you have to understand is you have a whole bunch of micro bills, like Amazon takes shit out your account, fucking your phone bill. You got to worry about a car note, car insurance, and all this other stuff. Those people out there in Costa Rica, man, their families own them houses for generations. So a lot of them aren't paying rent. They pay their little phone bill, little water bill and shit. But they're not worried about too much. It's not all these little micro bills they gotta worry about. They can save money a little bit easier. Life is, you gotta go down to the ravine to go get some water, but ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yep. Absolutely.
So it's crazy. It's like your mind, you can burn yourself out. Just being, here in America, and then it's like a double whammy, because, just being American, you grow up with a pompousness that, a different type of pompousness that other people don't have,
Definitely.
A lot of those people think we're privileged, and we really are,
I would say that, like, the whole time I was there, I was like, hold up, so wait, like, am I having to, like, give up my citizenship? Like, I gotta give up being an American because that's not what the fuck I want to do. Like, it got, like, fucked up in any type of way. Like, I know that I want to always be, labeled. At least for now, I always want to be labeled a fucking American, because I feel privileged. I do feel that I am more privileged over a lot of other people from other countries. At least I am more so able to go wherever in the world I want to go and do whatever I want to do, because I'm an American.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I can come back to my United States of America and chill like a fucking whatever I want to be in life, And
sometimes it's good to be like that, man.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. We are human beings, and we are just living a human fucking life. Yeah. And you should live it the fucked up because you don't only have one life to live. We really don't. We have so many infinite lives.
You don't want to speak that into existence.
Exactly. You just do not want to be coming back so much because my, look at how long these life terms, they span into the hundreds. It's like you want to be living so much consecutive hundreds of years of lifetime just to learn one fucking lesson you could have learned one time and elevated yourself up to your, what we would term the Christ conscious, so that you would be in your godlike version to the point where you do not have to ascend back down.
Yeah, you reach enlightenment. You go to the next level.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's levels to this shit, and everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. They're not a fool.
It's not a secret neither. Yeah. But you know what's funny, as Americans, and rest in peace, my man pt3, what he said, which is funny, is like, we're so arrogant. It's like when you go to another person's country, they're like, hey, do you want to learn about our president? We're like, no, I'm okay. But what's funny is that everybody everywhere else knows about our president, what he's doing, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And then when they try to talk to you about their president, you're like, I am good. Which is funny. You know what I'm saying? Which is funny. But so has he talked to those people out there in Costa Rica about giving up their citizenship?
Yeah, well, he doesn't talk to them about giving up their citizenship. He just says that he just takes them to the border and continuously gets their what you call it, passport stamp. But when I went over there and joined him, I got a one way. That's when Obama was still in office, and we were allowed to leave the country with one ways, and we didn't have to return. Like we could return optionally if we wanted to return, but now in order to leave the country, you have to have a return ticket. So if you don't return, just think about how exactly. If you don't return, just think they're gonna garnish your leave again. They're not gonna. You're not gonna have your passport, and then you're stuck. Like
you're really gonna be stuck. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's what I'm thinking. Like if I leave, like because that is what I plan on doing, going to Costa Rica. Like what I'm gonna do it the safer way. I'm probably not gonna be able to leave right now. I'm gonna have to save up more money to get my property and do it on a business thing. So whereas if I do have to come back, oh, well, it's just a money thing. They're just going to have to make money out of me to just keep it going how I'm going to do it. I'll live here and there and do it how I want to do it. Like, if that's how I got to do it, there's many ways to skin a cat type of a thing. Like, if Donald fucking Duck want to play it like this, I'll play it like this. Type of a thing. You feel me? But I still like the fact of living in a natural environment, and I think Costa Rica's the energetic and the energy and motion there is so divine. I saw so much fucking extraterrestrials on the land. Like, oh my God, I've never seen them on the land here in Florida. Over in Costa Rica, these extraterrestrials are it's so much of them there. I don't know what's going on over there. It's just so much stuff going on over there.
And you have to go back.
Yeah, what? Oh, yes. My avatar is calling it. It's calling it. I'm going back. It's not that I have to. I'm going back. I don't even feel it here anymore. Like, I don't feel it in this country.
I feel like
but
that
I love
with Hawaii.
This country, though.
This is a beautiful country, man.
I don't want this country to go anywhere. I know that in the future there's going to be a lot of catastrophic events that's coming, but I want to be gone before that happens.
Before all of that happens,
but I do hope that a lot of this country stays intact, though.
Man. Shoot, I feel that way about Hawaii, man. When I went to Hawaii, it was great. I've
never been there. I heard someone told me that I need to go there. I heard that you could pay $10 a day to stay at like a some sort of a camping or a resort thing to just go to Hawaii to visit. Yeah, I didn't know that neither. But yeah, $10 a day.
Shoot.
Type of a thing. It's easy.
I was in Honolulu, man. It was great out there, man. The beach and everything. Yeah, watching the sun, get swallowed by the ocean is great.
Hey, I gotta go check it out. Yeah. I gotta check it out.
But you know what's funny? And I always say this. What I always say is that, no matter where you go on this planet, it's the same sun. and it's the same moon. Like that is the biggest. That is the biggest place. You know what I'm saying? It's everywhere. The same sun that's over here was the same sun that they write about in Japan. It was the same sun Christopher Columbus and everybody else looked at. It's the same moon everybody looked at, and we all share this on this planet here. And it's like damn. It's like you hear all of these stories and stuff, and you can go outside right now and go look at it, and your eyes can see the same thing. You know, so much war has happened under this moon. So much people got rich under this moon. So many people realized things about themselves under this moon. So many, you know what I'm saying? Are you familiar with like what the moon does?
I'm familiar. I'm familiar with what I know with what the moon does, because right now I'm underneath the moonlight, and I know that moonlight works with our avatar's brain to continue to release serotonin and calm our body, get it ready for its sleep state.
Well, you know, the moon is feminine energy.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
No, because the sun is masculine energy, and the moon is feminine energy. Wow. And the sun, just like, you know, males, like you see how we have logical talks and we break down game, and we you know give off consciousness, we give off information and things like that. You know, you gain your consciousness from the rays of the sun, and you're gaining so much intel from the sun. And then what the moon does now, feminine energy. Now what the moon does, and this is another thing a lot of these spiritual dudes can't tell you, is people claiming that they're teachers, by the way. You understand what I'm saying? But what the moon does is feminine energy, and if we know anything about feminine energy, is that feminine energy puts things into motion. Same thing like with a woman. You give her your seed, she puts into motion a child. You give her your philosophy, she puts into motion being a better person, understanding you and giving her suggestions and accommodating you. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you put things into, it puts things into motion. Now, what a lot of people don't know is that your brain is made of water also. They talk about frequencies, but your thoughts are a vibration, but they're a vibration based on a lot of water. And what a lot of people don't know is that the moon controls the tides on planet Earth. It controls the water. It controls high tide, low tide. It controls water. It puts water into motion. So a lot of times, too, you want to moon gaze and you want to think of a lot of stuff because it puts things into motion. And what happens is the moon, when it's a full moon, it turns towards you and it reflects onto you, and you get what's called moonlight. And what will happen is, and you don't have to believe me. I mean, I'm not saying you in general, but everybody listening, you don't have to believe me. But what I want you guys to do is think of something and ask the moon, you know, a question mentally with your mind, and it's gonna point on to you. And what it's gonna do is that once it's a new moon, the moon, what it does is it turns towards the opposite side of the universe, and then it comes back around. And then it completes itself and become a full moon again. Because the moon, a lot of times, is in the sky, but you don't see it because it's turned towards the universe. So a lot of times, you know, people believe that once the moon comes back around to a full moon, you will have an answer to your question. Or it'll bring you what you want to do. It puts it in motion. Feminine energy is always going to put things into motion. Always remember that. Anytime something has a feminine energy, it puts things into motion. It employs it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the consciousness that you get from the sun, you know, it gets put into motion from the moon. What do you think about that?
That's very fascinating. I'm actually enlightened by you telling me that.
Yeah.
It brings me more awareness into the moon, because I've moon gazed before, and I've moon gazed on the sun on a full moon, and I'd noticed that I got the same effect that I got from the sun. Like when I sun gaze, it splits into two. When I moon gaze, it splits into two as well. And so but as far as with the feminine energy from the moon, and it having that effect on our thought and its radical action and manifesting, like, and it's radiating such a glow.
That's a big way of manifestation. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's how you manifest. Yeah, there's a key to it.
It's amazing. I'm so thankful that you told me about that, because I didn't know about that. Like, it's good to learn these things. Like, and now I'm getting the high pitched frequency in my ears. Like, the universe, like, I've been trying to tell you.
I mean, listen, man. The reason how we got into contact with each other, that's fate, man.
Of course, it's the universe.
You have a message that I need to hear. And at the same time, I have a message that you need to hear.
100. It's a reciprocal.
Yeah, for our own discretion. Sometimes we don't even have to know why we're telling
I
each
love
other
that you said that. I love that you said that. I already uphold that mental. Like, you don't have to know all things. Just know that everything happens for a reason. Probably you will transcend not knowing all of the reasons, but it doesn't matter. It never mattered in the first place.
I'll tell you something. Anybody that ever learned something, man, you learn so much you know nothing at all.
Oh boy!
Like, you can't even put it into words. It's like, listen, man. That you ever had somebody talk to you about a topic, and it's like, dude, I got so much to tell you. I really can't even tell you nothing right now.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that shit is, man.
Yes.
That's exactly what that shit is. But see, when you take on the moniker of teacher and all this other stuff, you know, it's your ego. You start to look down on people. You start to talk to people like they don't know what's going on, or I gotta go out of my way to out of my studies to sit back and tell you something, man. I mean, I believe that I can teach people something, but at the same time, I believe that I can be taught. A lot of times, repeating the information, you know, you learn, you relearn a whole bunch of different things, man.
Yes. I love to learn from children, brother. Like,
children would teach you a lot. Yeah. You know what's funny? You spend your whole lifetime searching for what you lost as a child, man.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know that. Once society imposed their will on you, and you know you were so free and everything, and you thought about everything, man. It's too much, man.
Straight up.
There's a lot of deep sayings and things out here that like really hold true though, man. And it's like damn, when you like sit back and get a chance to sit down and actually look and reflect on it, it's like, dang. And then and then sometimes you get to a point. I know. On your flight back, I know you had a revelation. Like, man, I've been through a lot of shit.
Yo, I didn't even know what I was gonna say when I got back, and when I got back and I'm knocking on the door, they was like, "Oh no, you done dug your own hole, and you gonna have to live in it." And they closed the door on me, and it's like I was literally homeless. That was the first time in my life I was ever homeless. Like, I was like, "Oh my God, what the fuck?" And I was like, I didn't know what to do, so I went live, and that's when some girl from Kingston, Jamaica was like, "Oh, I could come live with her." She was just about to join. She saw I exposed him, and
that's crazy.
But I know she was with him though. She was linked with him some way somehow, because she was just like him. Like, she had traits just like him. Like, she was just another.
She took on his philosophy.
Like, she took on his philosophy. Yeah, I guess that's what you could. Yeah, I like that. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what it is. A man gives a woman two seeds, man. There's no way around it. You give her your physical seed and your mental seed.
Yeah, and that's what it is, because it's so interesting. Every fucking female that left his shit, everyone, even that left his shit when I was there, they're still sharing his shit and acting and saying reflection and all that shit. It's like, what the fuck? Did y'all not remember what the fuck we all went through and what we said? Yeah. Like, y'all all fell right back onto him. Like, I don't know, he has them so caught up. But not me. I'm not caught up to that shit.
You know what is funny though? In his situation, and the reason why this happens with ladies and even guys,
Because there is guys there that is caught up in this shit right now.
It's because he's using the truth as a weapon. That's how he gets you. Like, it's philosophy. He's saying something. He's not lying to you.
He's saying some real shit.
He's saying some truthful shit
that they taught us in fucking high school,
exactly,
and middle school.
But there's an ulterior motive there. You're not mad at the shit that he's saying. He's not telling you nothing wrong, but you're mad at the ulterior motive. That's the thing to expose. Listen. You are a really deep person, but how you speak of him, I've never got the vibe from you that, look, I hate you as a person, or fuck you, or I wish you die, or no wild shit like that. But I don't.
Yeah,
if you don't, no, and you genuinely don't. I can even tell you that.
Exactly.
You genuinely don't wish him harm. You're just like, dude, you're in this for the wrong reason.
Of course, I even wish the fuck that he could snap out of it and fucking get his shit together. If anything,
because genuinely, you wasn't there to bullshit. You were there to learn.
Damn right.
And the thing is that he's talking to, and this was what my problem was. He's selling these women a dream with the actual truth, but it's to his own whatever he wants to do, for real.
His little twist.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's the thing that I kind of, and I'm just saying to the ladies there, because it really was for the ladies, man. I just naturally think guys would learn from the jump.
Right.
I'm just thinking, like, ladies, listen, man. If you're there, man, snap out of it. There's a lot of different ways out here that you can better yourself and chase consciousness and enlighten yourself, man.
And for a lady to go out in a foreign location, first and motherfucking foremost, you better ensure that you got your revenue income in check.
And you're not stranded. Yeah.
No, you gotta have your own property. If you don't have your own property, you have to have it already set up to where you're going to be paying rent at a location. You got a spot. You just don't go to a foreign location and just go and give away your money and go up under somebody. Like, pine the fuck apples on that shit.
One thing you said, and it was really profound. See, people don't understand how much game you give off in your videos, dude. They do not understand the amount of game that you give off in your videos, and you say it too, and you imitate them so well. When you were like, and I remember it vividly when you were like, man, I can't believe you guys come out here and will want to be with a complete stranger.
I couldn't believe when he said that shit to us.
But see, this is the thing. This is what women do. What women like to do, they like to tell what's called a half truth. You understand what I'm saying? So say if you have a girlfriend or whoever, that you're dealing with, and she's going somewhere, what she would say is, okay, yeah, I went to the bowling alley with such and such and such and such, and you're like, oh, okay, cool. But what she would leave out was I was with some other people there that I didn't tell you about. So it's true that she was there, but she left out some things that, you know what I'm saying? See, when women lie, they omit. And when men lie, we commit. So we add to the story, while they leave certain key details out. What he's doing is he's telling you the truth.
Yeah.
But he's leaving out his ulterior motives for that. You see what I'm saying? That's what he's doing. He's telling you omitted truths. And I can tell that because, like, just like you, and you were really smart enough to say no. It's like there's a bell going off in your head, like, okay, something isn't right about that. You're hip to something. But
why is there not a fucking bell going off in their heads, though? That's what I don't get.
And that I don't know, because like I said to you earlier, I'm like, you have all these people out here that are telling you, okay, I can read people's aura. I can pick up on your chakra or your ohm or whatever in a different dimension, and they're telling so many people about themselves, and they have their own channel and everything else, but you can't decipher the ringleader. I'm not saying you got to go against him or break him down, but come on now.
Yo,
so it's something that's going on.
That's why I know a lot of people must be just faking it to make it, just acting like, you know what, I feel like a lot of those people that's there, they're literally, they gave up on life and they don't want, they're half-assed in it. They don't want to worry about the regular 9 to 5. They don't want to worry about the regular that everyone else has to worry about. They rather be a slave up onto something that they don't even really care about, but they just rather not have to worry about taking care of themselves. They give up on life.
They kind of grown accustomed for somebody doing it for them.
Yep.
And the thing is what you said earlier, and and you gave me game, dude. You laced me with some game. You said responsibility. Respond.
Yeah.
And you put the word respond in there. That was really profound, because the thing is that a lot of people, they don't want to handle the truth. A lot of people, they don't want to learn something. A lot of people actually will remain dumb. And the reason why, but see, there's a backwards to it. The reason why people will remain dumb, let's say we have a dog, right? And we lock this dog, and it's a pit bull. Let's say it's a pit bull, and we lock this dog into this cage. I'm really bad with metaphors, but sometimes when I get into it, I'm good at them. But we lock this dog into a cage, and you're at a house, right? And your mom is like, okay, listen, watch this dog while I go to work. And you're like, okay, I'm gonna watch the dog so you don't get out and stuff. We would rather. Actually, I'm not gonna follow with that metaphor. I'm sorry.
I'm getting ready for
my bad. No, my bad. I was gonna mess that one up.
I'm thinking about the one that people coming out to bite somebody.
Yeah, no, I was gonna segue into that. Yeah, but the thing is that what I want to get to is that, because I was gonna throw myself off. When you learn more about something, you take on more of a responsibility because now you know better. A lot of people don't want to. A lot of people don't want to dive into knowledge about something because then it's gonna give them the responsibility of knowing better. You know more about this subject, so you should know how it goes instead of somebody walking to it blindly and then suffering the consequences from it and then not knowing what's going on. It's better for people, because you have pretend woke people.
Yes.
People that pretend to be woke, and people that pretend to be sleep. Woke people that pretend that they don't know more than what they actually really do know. You see what I'm saying? You'll get far in life if you play dumb. That's a really big. That's a really big thing, and you know what I'm saying. And a lot of people over there in Costa Rica, let's just say, they're playing dumb.
Exactly.
It's like Stockholm syndrome. You know, a girl will be with a guy that will whoop her ass, and she's like, you know what, such and such whoop my ass all the time, but you know what, she rationalizes with herself. It's like, it's a form of rationalizing. Yeah. Let me break down this concept with you. When you see how you're an honest person, when you're honest, you're giving up. You're actually putting yourself on the line to go out of the way to tell somebody what they need to hear.
Yeah.
But when you rationalize, what you're doing is you're kind of sparing yourself from that honesty. So when you're honest, you can, and I'll have a good example right now. So say if you smoke cigarettes, you can say, you know what, I'm gonna smoke this cigarette because I'm stressed out. I don't give a fuck. I'm stressed out. I don't give a fuck. This is me, accept me. And then you could be the type of person to say, you know what, I only smoke cigarettes because, you know, this is stressing me out. And that's stressing me out, and I just can't deal with it, and I just want to smoke the cigarettes because that is making me smoke this cigarette. You see what I'm saying? You put the responsibility on something else instead of coming to yourself saying, "Damn, I smoke cigarettes because I want to smoke cigarettes."
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
See what
I
I'm
love
saying?
it. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. That sounds like something I would do. For real, that's why I connect so much with that one.
Yeah, and that's the thing. People want to rationalize themselves, and Stockholm syndrome is like rationalizing yourself. It's like, okay, this person's whooping my ass, but you know what? He feeds me and clothes me. A lot of slaves rationalize with themselves, and this will resonate with everybody too, because we're talking about being out here living in nature. It's the same thing. Babylon, in the terms, because how it will be explained out there once you get there, it's like slavery. If I'm on a slave plantation and my master has a hut for me, he's like, hey, look, this is your designated wife. This is your kids. You get to stay here on this hut. You get to work. We pay you. You get some food. Yeah, whoop your ass a little bit. But look, you don't have to worry about being out there and some shit happening to you and this, that, and the third. Isn't it great here? You grow accustomed to it. You grow so accustomed to it that when a whole bunch of slaves come up to you, you're like, hey, look, master sleep.
You're so right.
Master sleep. Right. We can leave. We can go. We can have our freedom. Right. But then when you think about your freedom, you're like, damn, but I won't have the shelter of my nice warm hut. Yeah. I won't have my wife anymore. I won't have my kid anymore. And traumatized. Yeah. Why would I give up all of this just to go out there and be in the wild and be out here eating berries and shit when I can have a chicken leg for dinner or some shit?
You feel me?
You see what I'm saying?
Yo, let me tell you something. Brother.
Yeah.
For all who is conscious, for all who is conscious, you must understand, and understand that, yes, it will be meaningful to continue to eat organic green properties, but if you were like the other day, I just had a chicken sandwich from. It was a premium chicken sandwich from Wendy's. It was expensive, but still, it was meat. At the end of the day, all you gotta know is that because you intook meat, you intook some karma. So just know that you intook some consequences for eating that meat. You're not going to die. You did not stunt your level of growth. You did not stunt your level of awareness. You did not stunt your vibrational energy. You did not stunt your frequency. You didn't do none of that because you're eating meat or what you're choosing to eat. What you are doing is you are living a karmic lifestyle. You are literally taking on the karma of your choices. So if you continue choosing to intake meat, like you will get so much of that karma, of the energy of what you are intaking. I cannot say it's bad karma. I cannot say it's good karma. The karma is what it exactly. You will fucking get it when you get it. You feel me?
You know it's funny that you say that. That's real.
It has to be.
And and the reason why you say that too, because I read something too and I thought about it and reflected on it. People were like, look at the type of lifestyle that like these cows and chickens have lived. Like, and then you look on the internet and stuff, and it's sad. You see like KFC, these people throwing chickens and whipping these chickens and beating these chickens. These chickens are in captivity. They're grown in a cage and they're injected with steroids and all that stuff. These chickens live some sad ass lives, and you eating a bucket of it. Dang.
And so listen, but I am one to think if we were in, say, hunter-gatherer style, like say we were living in the forest and there's a wild chicken. If I'm hungry and I'm a human being, I'm a star being, I live on planet Earth, and if I want to eat that chicken, I understand it's a karmic decision, but I made up my mind, and guess what? I'm going to go catch that chicken. I'm going to kill that chicken. I'm going to skin that chicken. I'm going to cook that chicken. And I'm going to enjoy that. I'm going to enjoy that shit. And you know what? At least I feel that karma is not going to be as much negative karma, because there's something in the Bible where it says, die must eat what you kill type of shit. I kind of resonate with that shit. Like, if you do want to eat some fucking meat, motherfucker, you better kill that cow. Yeah. You better kill that fucking cow, cut that meat, and cook that meat. And that's the only way you can eat that meat. Otherwise, you don't need to be fucking eating that meat. Because if you can't do the process, motherfucker, you don't need to be eating that shit. And that's straight up. And that's straight up.
And that's real because, you know, it's like the mass slaughtering of these animals and stuff. It's like a damn.
That's the karma we're taking on, and we shouldn't because we ain't fucking slaughtering them animals.
That's interesting. That's really interesting.
You are what you eat. It's the energy.
So, man, dude, this has been real, man. This is... We got so much stuff to talk about, man. We didn't even go into the we didn't even get as deep as we could with y'all, man.
Man, I definitely look towards coming back on your show in the future. Course. Most definitely.
Of course, man. I'm definitely gonna put this out. This has to go on record, man.
Oh yes, I would appreciate that. I would definitely want a copy of this if possible.
Of course, yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you.
Blessings.
The crazy thing is, man. Wow, this is just wild how everything pieced together, man. I learned so much tonight. Just through conversation with you, and I'm gonna learn so much because I'm gonna be listening to everything over again. And I want to help you out with this book, man. If you ever need any ideas or something, man, shoot me a message, give me a call, you know.
Yo, trust me, you already have my mind going. Like, I'm literally going to go to sleep on all of these thoughts. Like, I love to sleep on things and let my subconscious mind, you know, put everything into its own divine perspective. And when I wake up, it's like I'm always waking up like activated. Like I already got it ready for you. Like I love Mama. Like it works beautifully.
Because your brain is gonna sleep on that knowledge. It's gonna turn it into something. It's gonna manifest something for you.
Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna send you some books
your
too.
Intention.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, your intentions, man. You know, people have this saying where they're like, "Man, I'm not a bad person because Lord knows my heart."
Yes.
But you know your heart, so you know what you want to do.
Everyone knows their heart, and just because you think that what you're doing is bad, who's to fucking say it was bad? Because bad is just a perspective, and good is just a perspective. Those are literally man-made perspectives, and our God, we're not judged by good and bad. That's a perspective. That is literally a perspective. We are judged by actions and fucking consequences. That is it. Your actions will have a consequence. It's not to say that it was a good or bad one. That's your perspective. That's your human perspective. But it's literally only actions and consequences. That's all there is to it. That action, there will be a consequence. All actions will have a consequence, be it what you want to term it good or bad. That's just, as we said, a perspective.
See, that's up to you, man. That's real. That's real.
It's only when being a human being, we complexify our life so much. That's why when we elevate ourselves into our Christ, like our God, we don't complexify our thinking with all these non-relevant, irrelevant shit.
I agree. Yeah, and you have so much non-irrelevant stuff there too that you have to clear the clutter in your mind to really get back to really being who you need to be.
You dope, bro. You hit that shit. You hit that shit. These are distractions. It's a part of the matrix. This is a divine matrix, not the simulated one though. It's the real matrix. It's all there. It's all levels to this shit.
So are you gonna lucid dream tonight? Do you? Oh yeah. Do they come to you, or do you actually because you can actually put yourself into a lucid dream if you want.
I don't put myself into lucid dreams.
Oh, that's good.
At least I haven't. Yeah, it naturally comes to me.
That's good.
It naturally comes to me. As far as right now, I've been in a state where, since we're speaking on the lucid dreaming, I was smoking marijuana before I joined the Nature Boy thing. So once I joined Nature Boy, I just stopped. Okay. And like as I was there, I was like 2 weeks off of it, and so I noticed whenever I get my THC is fully out of my avatar, I tap back into my lucid state, and brother, when I'm telling you, that's how I know I'm not from here, because brother, like I don't even. It's so real. Like when I go into dreams, it's like it's like I jump into the dream. It's like I'm activated inside of the dream. It's like real. It's like real. It's a full on effect, and it's so much. It's so much. Like I could fly. Like I literally know how to fly. Like I'm speaking to you. Like I've experienced flying, and I know how. I know how to land, and I know how to go up so high to the tip of the atmosphere. Like it's just, oh my gosh, it's just amazing with what.
You know what they say too? They say sometimes it feels like you can't really tell that you're asleep. Sometimes it feels like now.
Of course. And
you know what a lot of people do, and how people realize that they're having a lucid dream. Sometimes people will write something on their hand, and just to make sure that they're in a dream.
I heard that.
They turn their hand, and then it'll say something different. But you know, it's all constructed in your mind, like with the different message. Some people too, they pinch themselves just to make sure they're asleep or they're awake. You know, a lot of times because you know, who's to say we're not dreaming right now?
Exactly.
This is a crazy
exactly.
Thing,
You're right. You're absolutely right. But as far as with the lucid dreams, I still am undergoing marijuana. Like I still smoke. You know, I smoke about every day. I would probably have a spliff or two here and there. I don't overdo it. Before, when I used to overindulge in it, but now I don't. But I'm weaning. I'm currently in the weaning myself off of it.
I found myself a bong or a.
No, I use tobacco. I use tobacco. The bad stuff. All the bad stuff. All this stuff is bad. The mucus generating, not good stuff. It's just not good for the avatar. So I honestly would say that the state that I'm in, I'm here for a reason. I'm actually learning my lesson. I'm learning my karmic lesson. With me even engaging in these properties is a karmic relationship. I will get consequences from my actions, but it's a learning experience. I better learn my fucking lesson and learn it soon, because it's a reason why I'm doing what I'm doing still. Because in my mind, I'm mad. It's like, fuck, how much time are you gonna be back? It's like you're just running around in circles. You're running around in circles. You're just running around in circles. You gotta elevate past this state. Like, get past this. Like this is you're beyond this shit now. You gotta move past it. Like when I have marijuana fully away from me, fully out of my system, brother, I enter some crazy fucking dimensions. I just know I'm not from this planet.
No, but you're more aware though, in a way.
Heck, yes. Yeah. I'm too aware, like extremely aware. Like, it's just like, geez, it's amazing. It's literally amazing. And let me tell you, when you said our abilities, each and every one of us are capable of telepathy. That's meaning we do not have to use our mouth to communicate. Thoughts are vibrational frequencies, and you can literally take your thought into my mind, and I can, as vice versa.
People do it all the time.
Got to be able to, See, it's mental. It's like more of a meditative state that you place yourself into to tap into.
It happens all the time. You ever thought of a song and then somebody come beside you and sing the same song?
That's it. That's a part of it. You feel me? But we have much more than telepathy. We have much more than we are much more. That pain is just so deep. And if people would just go on it and just think on that saying day by day, you know, and just start to just think about things. Like one night I did an experiment where I would I would just check out my senses, and I would turn off all the lights, and I would probably like close my eyes, and what I would do is I would use my hand and I would stretch it all the way out, and I would narrow it, and I would narrow it towards my head, and then but like, you know, before you get to your head, I would feel a sensation in my skull, like it feels like something's about to touch my head.
Yeah, like something.
And it's like, yeah, and it's like, what is that? You know, and everywhere you move it around on your avatar is giving you a feeling like something's about to happen, but it's like nothing happened. So it's like it's weird. It's weird. Exactly. That just shows you that you are much more. Hey, Auntie.
That makes sense, man. That's interesting.
Well, and that's
man, vibes and auras are real, man.
Of course. That's just to show you. That's just to show you one of the what we are more than, you know. And then another, of course, exactly what we think. When you ask yourself what you think, if you think about it, look at yourself looking at yourself. Yeah. And then you look at, who the fuck is that? You know, what the fuck? You know, it's just like we are much more than, you know.
You've never seen yourself with your actual eyes. You know, it's funny. You only depict yourself through mirror.
Yeah,
exactly.
And you're right.
You don't look like how you think you do, which is funny. Because even your own perception of what you see in the mirror is still a mental perception of yourself.
Of course. I was watching this video from this girl that Ralph Smart brought up. I think her name is, I don't even remember her name, but she basically did this deep ass video, and I tried it, and it was basically about you looking in the mirror at yourself and looking at yourself in eyes, and then you looking at your eyes in your pupils, and then you looking at yourself in your pupils, and she's like, and no, don't get scared of what you see. You stand there and you look at yourself. And I was like, blood clot, the feeling, how emotionally intense that shit got. Yeah. I got so fucking scared. I was like, oh my God, I scared myself. I did. It did scare me, because I was like, whoa, what is that I'm looking at? Like, it scared me. Like, I scared me a little bit, because it was like, whoa. Like, it was really... It was scary, because it was showing me some real shit. It was just like, this is you. Like, oh my gosh. Like, yo, it's levels to this shit. It's levels.
Man, let everybody know where they can get up with you on social media and everything, man. Because, you got a lot of stuff coming up. You have a lot of stuff coming up.
Oh yeah, most definitely. You can look forward to the book being released. I'm not sure if it's going to be released as a trilogy or if I'm just going to release it as a whole. But
it's coming soon.
Yeah, exactly. That'll be coming soon, and you can reach me on YouTube at Unknown Society's Reject. That's unknown for the first word, and the second word is Society's Reject. That's not with an apostrophe. On Facebook, you could reach me at Kino Reflection, and I look forward to you all. Whoever resonates with me, at least that is.
We talked about a whole bunch of deep stuff, man. This is great, man. It's great, man. And thank you for definitely coming on the show, man. Like, you've definitely cleared up a lot of things. And listen, y'all, man, this book, he's gonna go into vivid detail about everything. And this book too will enlighten you. Don't just think that, okay, it's about, because I don't want you guys to just say, okay, well, I just want to hear what he's saying about this whole nature boy thing. No. He's gonna be lacing you with some real stuff too, man. Like, he can tell a really good story. And he tells it like it happened yesterday. I'm telling you, man, dude, you have a gift and you have a message that you have to share with the world, just like all of us. And you are on your right path, man. You have not said anything all for, you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
yes. Thank you, thank
anybody
you, thank
listen,
you.
man, definitely get up with him, check in with him, man. Dude, and his videos are deep, man. If you're not ready for that information, don't do it.
Bless, 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 bless,
Don't
bless,
do it,
bless,
man.
bless, bless,
Dude,
bless,
I'm
bless.
gonna be learning a lot, man, because you know he has a lot of game, man. He's literally giving y'all the game. I'm
Bless,
telling you in
bless.
these videos, yes, he's literally giving y'all the game, man. So definitely get up with him, man, and most definitely, and this whole Nature Boy thing. Look, whatever we said tonight, watch it come into fruition. Watch it happen.
Absolutely.
Watch it happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Same old song.
Time is the master. He's the master teacher. Time is the master. You hear me? Time is the master of all things.
It will tell all.
Yes, time is the only thing that does tell all. In due time, all will reveal itself.
Yes. Yes.
We would just come and go, that's all. But in due time, all will reveal itself.
All will reveal itself, man.
Time waits on no one.
We want you guys to reflect back on what we say, listen to this over again, and definitely enjoy. What's today? Today's it's Wednesday.
I'm gonna have to look on the phone. I don't keep track of time.
It's Wednesday already.
Yeah.
It was a Tuesday night, but you know we're just existing. We don't have a concept of time. We do, but we just say time so you guys can understand where we're coming from. You understand what I'm saying? Straight lace, no chase, man. You guys get some rest and definitely reflect back on what we say, and go check out Nature Boy. We not bullshitting. We not lying to you now. You will see the shit that we're talking about. You will see the shit that we're talking about. Something is just off about that. I just don't know what it is, but something's just off. And, we're not hating on the brother. We're just constructively criticizing. We're telling you, and at the same time, he's telling you what's up. Like, he's been in the trenches, so... You know what I'm saying?
It's up to you. It's up to you if you want to believe it or not, or go with what you want to go with. Because at the end of the day, you're going to have your own opinion.
Yeah. And if you subscribe to him, man, listen, man, a lot of stuff that he says is truthful. Just take the information for what it is, but just know that your own path is your own path. You don't have to do something just because somebody says to do it.
Yep. It's always going to be actions and consequences.
Exactly, man. So you guys bless up. Have a really good night.
Peace, 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 peace. One love.